What's up, y'all? Um, I am going to give my top 10 games as if anybody gives a shit, but I got some interesting things to say about them. I did another rank video before for movies, but that one I did, for whatever reason, that one I did 1 through 10. Like, I started at 1. And when I watched it, I was like, why did I do that? Why? What was I? Like, that didn't even cross my mind. What am I doing? So I'll do it right this time. I got it on a paper, so I'll be looking at that. Number 10, we got Fortnite, pre-2021. Everything after that was like, what are we doing? Why are we on this game anymore? But before then, that was, I almost didn't put it on here, but I mean, dude, everybody played that from 2017 to 2021, basically. Yeah, I mean, everybody was playing it. Everybody was playing it. So it's kind of just, that's just, if you're around my age, that's just a staple. It's got to be in your top 10, or at least somewhere close. Number 9, I have Club Penguin. I think sort of the same thing with Fortnite, but for longer. Maybe for longer, I don't know. But from like 2000, I'm not going to get the years right. Maybe like 2008 to 2013, 14, Club Penguin was like Fortnite levels, essentially. Definitely the biggest like Flash game to ever exist, for sure. But that game was so fun, man. It was like a create your character type of thing, customize your character type of thing. There was mini games. You could pull up to friends, chat. Eventually they added pets. There was just a lot to do on there. The mini games were really, really fun. Number 8, I got Wii Sports. Probably could be higher. I mean, this might not be absolutely ranked like perfectly, but Wii Sports, I mean, dude, the hours on that game. I most people from my generation, that's probably the game with the most hours. Like, just naturally. There's no way to check that, but it just naturally, we all played Wii Sports all the freaking time. Like, with everybody, with nobody. That game was awesome. And when I say with nobody, like, I used to, like, I'd go for like the record in bowling or something. Like, there was like a record, or there was a mini game in bowling, something like that, where it was like, yeah, I'm grinding this for whatever reason. Shit you do as a kid. But that game was phenomenal. How do you, when they came up with the Wii, they won. They won. When they came up with the Wii, instantly they won. Like, Nintendo is, dude, they won with that. Speaking of the Wii, which you could play this on other consoles, but the Wii is where you would play this, at least for me. Guitar Hero 3 specifically, but honestly just the franchise in general. But Guitar Hero 3 specifically because I can't rattle off the song titles off the top of my head, but they had like every good song in existence. Like every classic, like you would see it and be like, oh shit, this song, hell yeah. That set list was amazing. And then, excuse me, by the way, the other, like, they're all good. All Guitar Heroes are good. But 3 just had like, I think it had the coolest like story mode too. There was like Satan involved or something like that. Like it was really cool. So yeah, that's number 8 or number 7, I think. Now, I think we get away. Yeah, everything else is regular console game. So number 6 is Uncharted 4. Maybe the first PS4 game I played, I think. Yeah, because it came with the PS4, I think. But yeah, so I played that, and it was, I don't know how to explain it. It was almost like the introduction to Souls games for me. Because it is kind of like a Souls game. You search around areas, you find stuff. There's not really boss fights, but it's kind of difficult. I don't know. I had a blast. I think that was the first game where it was like, okay, this is what gaming is really about. Because if I'm being honest, I don't think I fully opened up as a gamer until very recently, like 21, 20, 19, something like that. But yeah, I mean, before then, it was just, I would just play sports games offline, not even online. I would just play my career type things on every sports game or franchise or whatever. And then eventually, I think Uncharted 4 was my first like gamer game. And man, what a story. I still have never played the other ones, so I know it connects. So there was probably times younger me was like, what does that mean? And it's like, you haven't played the other games, idiot. But phenomenal game. I mean, just incredible. It's got to be the best one of the Uncharted series. It's got to be. Number 5. Well, yeah, number 5. Jesus. Number 5 is The Walking Dead Telltale series. Holy shit. I'm going to bring up story like one more time, but the story in this movie or game, like overall, the whole thing, not just one season, although season 1 was just perfect. And then it goes on, it kind of like, whatever, but there is moments. And then, so season 1 and the last season are like, holy cow. But yeah, that was just a different experience. That was my first decision-based making game. Yeah, I mean, it was just awesome. The voice acting, incredible. I've heard a lot of people say the artwork is weird, and I can agree. It's kind of not a big fan, but I like the aspect that it's like a comic look. Yeah, I mean, story, voice acting, dialogue, pacing, everything was good. Everything was good. It's basically a movie, honestly. But number 4, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1. My first rated M game, I guess. For sure, it has to be. Because I played that way young. Just zombies. I played this game so much, I got Red Ring on like the black Xbox 360, not even the white one. I got Red Ring on the black one because I played, it probably wasn't because of that, but I played it so much. I would take it to my friend's house overnight, and we would play overnight, like 6 to 6 type shit. Like it was, oh my God, just thinking about those times. It was awesome, man. That game, eventually I played the campaign, way too young to understand any of it, still enjoyed the hell out of it. Didn't play much multiplayer. We were kind of like sissies as a kid. It was like combat training, I think it was called. And I think we would put the bots, we would make them bots, obviously, and we'd put it on the easiest difficulty. Like, we just weren't about it back then. We were about the zombies and all that stuff. God, it was so fun. That game, there is no other Call of Duty where that happened ever in my life. Like, even, I'm pretty sure whatever came next, Modern Warfare 3, maybe? Something came after that. It had to have. I don't even think we got it. I remember playing Modern Warfare 3 a lot, but like down the line, Black Ops 1 was just the game. We didn't need a new Call of Duty. Now we're into the top 3. Number 3 is going to be controversial, I guess, but I mean, it's my list, and this is just these games. It's 2 games in one because they're both basically the same. NCAA 14 / NCAA 06 football. NCAA 14 was the last of its kind, so immediately that gets a boost. But even more than that, because of it was the last of its kind, the hours I have on this game, if I could track, I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know. I played this game every college football season for pretty much a decade, because that's how long it was gone. For pretty much a decade, I had to play that game. So that, because I'm really not into sports that much anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm slowly getting out of them. But that was a time. I mean, a lot of edits and shit and team builder and all this stuff going on. It was a lot of stuff, a lot of hours. Like, I'm talking, if I could track it, it would have to be above like 5,000, maybe even 10. And then 06, that's a game where if you aren't even into football, I would be like, play this and then just see what happens. And there's a chance you would maybe enjoy it. 06 was just awesome. The soundtrack on the game, even if you don't play the game, you can vibe. Everything. 14 is more nostalgia and necessity. 06 is just simply like, that was probably the best football game ever. Top 2 are both Souls games, both recently played by me, obviously. I recently got into Souls games, and it's hard not to put them at the top, because any other game I've played, it's just been kind of enjoyment. This is like different. Like, this is different. So number 2 is Elden Ring. It was number 1 before I played this one that I'm about to mention very recently. The story is just beautiful. Every ending is beautiful, even the bad one. Or the bad ones, I forget which. But it's just gorgeous. The side quests are beautiful. The map is beautiful. The score is beautiful. The dialogue, the voice acting for the most part, like, just. And then in terms of the game, I mean, when I first started it, it was like, holy cow, this is tough. But for whatever reason, I was in a space where it was like, I kind of want this. And I just ended up falling in love. I think I have 8 playthroughs on that game, because I wanted to get all the endings, and then because I simply just enjoyed going through the map. Like, I don't know. But the number one is Lies of P. Lies of P so far is the best Souls game I've played. I've only played 4 of them. It's the major 4. But that's the one. That's the one so far. I mean, talk about story. That might be the only video game story where I'm like, can they make that into a movie, please? Like, please make that into a movie. And they kind of are with the horror Pinocchio, but like, I mean, legit. That story is so incredibly well written, including the DLC. The DLC might be even better than the main game, and I was so blown away by the main game that I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever touched. It's so easy to fall in love with every character in that game, and so easy to fall in love with the story, get hooked, and then every cutscene, like, I was yelling when cutscenes would be like crazy or whatever. Like, I never do that. This game genuinely made me want to win as P. Like, I don't know. Like, it's different with other Souls games where it's like, damn, this boss is pissing me off. I want to beat him. But this is like, everybody I run into is trying to stop me from becoming a boy, and like, it's part of this. It's just, it is flawless, in my opinion. There is nothing I could complain about with that game. Not one. There's not much I can complain about with Elden Ring either. It's just, this story's better.